The Jamestown Red Raiders have earned the right to host a playoff game for the first time in a decade when they welcome Lockport to Strider Field on Friday night in the Class AA quarterfinals. Jamestown enters this game at 4-0 at home with 4 very impressive wins as they down Niagara Falls, Lancaster, Frontier, and Clarence by a total of 167-40. With those 4 home wins and a record of 2-1 on the road, the Raiders received the number 2 seed in the South and this home date. According to MaxPreps.com, Jamestown has moved all the way up to 7th in the state and will obviously be favored over the 4-3 Lockport Lions, who are just 1-2 on the road in 2011. Kickoff for this one is set for 7 o'clock down at Strider Field.
It's even more intense now because it's playoffs. I mean, win and you stay in the tournament, and lose and you're out, and we know that. And so we've got to even have a higher level of intensity as we enter Friday night. You know, the fundamentals, block, tackle, be mistake-free, protect the football, and obviously be more physical than they are. We think we're one of the most physical teams in Western New York, and we've proven that. But everything in the past is history and doesn't matter anymore. It's a new season. Everybody's 0-0 in the playoffs, and our goal is to be 1-0 after Friday night.
We've been taking practice serious all week. We haven't been looking ahead at all. Coach wants us to stay focused on Lockport, so that's what we've been doing all week. We got to come out, we got to do our job, do what Coach has been preaching all week, and we should come home with a victory.
Well, these guys, even though like on paper we look better, they're pretty good. They have this quarterback that's really good. Their running back's pretty good, and we do need to take it one play at a time because if we do that, we probably should win. But we just need to go out and play every play as hard as we can and win the next play.
The Southwestern Trojans have earned the right to host yet another playoff game when they welcome JFK to Charles A. Lawson Field down in Lakewood on Friday night in the Class C quarterfinals. Southwestern enters this game at 4-0 at home, while Kennedy is just 2-2 away from their place. The Trojans will look to their duo of Jakes as Pilling and Swan have guided a Southwestern offense that has scored at least 21 points per game. The 6-1 Trojans are favored over the 4-3 Bears, but they're not looking past any opponents.
JFK is a good football team coming in. They pose some matchup problems for us. They have 2 6'4" receivers, and our receivers are not quite that big. So we're gonna have to play just good, solid defense all the way around. Our linebackers are going to have to get a little bit of pressure. Defensive ends need to contain, and our defensive backfield is going to have to cover all night. So it's playoff time. I mean, if you don't perform, you're done. And I think our kids understand that, and they'll be ready to go.
We got to control the line of scrimmage. We got to start offensively and defensively. Our line's got to control them. They throw the ball a lot. They got a good quarterback, got a couple tall receivers, and causes a couple matchup problems for us on the edges. But I think we're prepared and ready to go on the edges, and we'll stop their passing game and shut down the running game.
I think we're going to have to keep running the ball as well we have been. And when we need to pass the ball, I need to make good decisions and throw it. But if we keep running the ball and blocking good like we have been, we should be fine.
The Panama-Clymer rivalry is renewed on Saturday in the Class DD semifinals. The Panthers topped the Pirates back in Week 2, 33-22. Panama is currently 5-2 on the season, while Clymer is just 1 game behind them at 4-3. The winner moves on to the Class DD sectional championship game versus either Ellicottville or Chautauqua Lake, and that one is scheduled for next weekend up at the Ralph. So it'd be nice to see some of those smaller local schools get a chance to go up there and play at the stadium they obviously watch their heroes play at.